What's going on, guys, and welcome to Formula 7 Racing. This is the Crossplay division here on Tuesday nights at 7:30. We are live. Let me mute that. Make sure it sounds okay. So we've already got a couple of drivers out on track, and one of them already has a 5-place grid penalty. That is Decky Lecky with a 5-place grid penalty. Not sure why that was. But we are on board with Visions for the first lap around Kota here in USA. Down into turn 1 for the Williams driver. Remember, this is the Crossplay division. Through turn 2 he goes. And into 3, 4, 5 and 6. This was based off Maggots and Beckett here in USA. Kept it valid, but just backed out there as he got a little bit scared on the throttle. As he goes up the hill and over the curb, and this is really messy from Visions, his first lap, so we can forgive him a little bit. Down towards turn 11, and then into the DRS straight for the Williams driver of Visions. Let me know what it sounds like, guys. Let me know if it's a bit loud, if you can hear the game volume, etc. So all the way down the straight towards turn 12. The length of this track is 3.4 miles. And it's an amazing circuit. Circuit of the Americas here in Texas. Through sector 3 he goes, through 15 and 16. In towards 17 and 18, full throttle through here. He's already really low on fuel Visions. He was only going for that one lap. Through turn 19 and then in towards 20, and this will be the benchmark here in USA. The Williams driver down towards line, and it's a 1:34.4. I'm sure he won't be happy with that. There is a couple more drivers just coming through though. One of them being the Alpha Tauri of EKG. Here comes the Alpha Tauri out of turn 20. Remember, Visions did that lap on the mediums, and MTFC goes 1:34.6. There's a couple of drivers coming through. That is Ethan with a 1:34.0. CT with a 1:34.8. So 8 tenths off the time. Jack Perry in the Ferrari, a 1:34.6. So all the drivers into the 1:34s at the moment. And Banana with a 1:33.7. Here comes Isaac as well in the Aston Martin. Out of turn 20, and it's a 1:32.9. from Isaac. Here comes TTL Dennis as well in that Mercedes, and TTL Dennis goes fastest with a 1:32.7 from the Mercedes AMG Petronas car. Tim Hill and Crippy both on laps. Tim Hill just in front in that Haas. What can the Haas driver do? Decky is out. Decky is retired. He's got that 5-place grid penalty as well. GT Smithy did invalidate. So a couple of drivers just getting out of the way for the Haas. He has got a little bit of traffic in front of him. He has gone purple sector 2 as well. Hopefully the car in front just shifts out of the way. And it's the McLaren. I don't know if that was Banana or Ethan. It was Ethan. Sorry, it was Banana that got in the way of Tamil. Here comes Tamil, and he's invalidated it, but he won't be happy about Banana blocking his lap. Here comes Sendro in the Red Bull, the Norwegian driver who has been absolutely flying lately. You need to have practiced here in the Circuit of the Americas. Through turn 19 over the curb and then in towards 20. Down towards the line, and it's P3 for Sendro, a 1:32.9 like Isaac, but the rest of the pack around 8 tenths slower. Fair Jack Boy in the Alpine is on the lap. GTA Smithy just starting his, and Tamil I think is going again after being blocked from the McLaren. Here comes Fair Jack, and just a bit cautious through the first sector. So here comes the Alpine, down the hill he goes towards turn 11. In towards turn 11. Oh, and he just loses the back end. Deadly needs an invite. Jesus, I've been inviting since 7:05. Surely he would have had a. He could have come online before now. We'll get him in though. So here comes Fair Jack in the Alpine. A little bit hesitant there for the Alpine driver. Around turn 17 and 18. And then in towards 19. Oh, and he just ever so cautious through there. Down towards 20. Yeah, and he's it. Oh, how did he not invalidate it? That's a slow lap from Fair Jack. He will want to go again. GTA Smithy in the Alfa Romeo. Out of turn 20, DRS enabled, and it's a short run to the line, and it's P6 for the Alfa Romeo driver. So a couple of drivers coming back out. Deadly is in the lobby. Hopefully he can get a lap in. Ooh, what happened there with Grippy? His vision's going again. He is. He's 2/10 up. He wants to improve on that lap time. So down the straight towards turn 12 goes the Williams driver. A couple of yellow flags waving. Deadly is in now in his Aston Martin. 6/10 up from Visions. Ah, Slothy. That's so unlucky, mate. Visions through turn 18, down towards 19 he goes, over the chicane, and then in towards 20. It looks a lot quicker this from the Williams. Out of turn 20, DRS enabled and right towards the line, and it's P4 from the Williams. Ethan also just starting a flying lap. MCFC is 3/10 up as well in the Alpha Tauri, so he is improving. He is throwing the Alpha Tauri car around this circuit here in Texas. So here comes MCFC. Let's see what the Alpha Tauri can do. He is currently in P8 with a 1:34.6, and it's very tightly bunched in that midfield, so any sort of improvement will help. Over the curb at 19, and then up the hill towards turn 20. DRS enabled down towards the line. He goes, and it's P7, so he goes just in front of GTA Smithy. Jack Perry on an out lap. You've got CT, who also is improving, nearly 4/10 up now, the Mercedes driver. Oh, he's invalidated it. He didn't want to do that. There is just under 7 minutes to go here as well. Tim Hill is coming through sector 2 in that Haas. TTL Dennis also in the Mercedes, trying to improve, trying to get ahead, and Ethan did go in front of his teammate at Banana. Goes up to P5, but we're back on board with Dennis, the Belgium driver in the Mercedes. This is a good lap. Wow, a 1:32.1 from the Mercedes driver. Very good lap time from him. Senjo is also improving in the Red Bull, and as it stands, it would put him in front of Isaac and on the front row of this grid. But that lap time from Dennis is something stupid. A 1:32.1. There's a few drivers that are not going to get close to that. That is some lap time from Dennis. The Red Bull Senjo. Here we go. So what can Senjo do? Oh, into the pit lane. Wants another crack at this. Tim Hill and Deadly yet to set lap times. Oh, Tim Hill's off again. Deadly has invalidated it. Oh, and he's spun it. The Aston Martin of Deadly is on to the grass. Really struggling. Tim Hill is out. Tim Hill has lost it. Tim Hill has lost it through Sector 1 in Turn 4. So the Haas driver is out and joins the Alfa Romeo. Crippy is improving as well in the Red Bull. Just bear with me, guys. So, Crippy is up to P9. He's coming through Sector 1. So, just under 4 minutes to go here in the Circuit of the Americas. GTA Smithy's on a lap as well. He's half a second up as he's coming through Sector 3. Through Turn 18. Down the hill towards 19. Over the chicane. And then up the hill towards Turn 20. The elevation around this circuit here in Texas is incredible. Out of Turn 20. DRS enabled down towards line. And it's P5. For the Alfa Romeo of GTA Smithy. What a lap from him. Fear Jack Boy is also on a lap, but he's invalidated again. The Alpine, he's really struggling out there. Deadly is back on an out lap. 3 minutes to go. Who is going to get pole position? So there's a lot of drivers on their way out. Jack Perry being one of them in the Scuderia. Fair Jack Boy is going to have to try and build up that ERS again for one more run here. What finally happened, Banana? Yellow flag. Ethan is out. But this is it. 2 minutes to go. Oh, did you? No way. CT is on a lap as well. He's 4 attempts up, so he's absolutely flying. This is it. Who will take pole position? We're about to find out. We're coming down to the last couple of minutes. CT08 in the Mercedes. As he backed out, GJ Smithy is retired, so he can do no more either. Banana is retired. That's 5, 6, and 7 all out. Who cannot improve with 1 minute and 20 left in qualifying. Oh, it has invalidated it. Fair Jack Boy is 2 tenths up. Jack Perry is coming through sector 1 at the moment, but he's down on his lap time. Deadly through sector 2 in the Aston Martin, out of turn 11, and down the DRS straight he goes, trying to improve. Isaac coming through sector 2. Visions is down, he's not going to improve. MCFC also 6 tenths down on his lap time. Jack Perry coming through as well. That is Fair Jack Boy nearly 1.5 tenths up as he comes on turn 18. Can the Alpine improve? He needs a lot of improvement though. He's really struggling for lap times here. Down towards turn 20. And he's gone wide again and he's had to back out. But he stays in P12. And I think it's going to be Deadly next. I think Visions, sorry. But he's not on a lap. So it is going to be Deadly, who's yet to set a lap time. The only driver who's able to set one, who hasn't done so far. Up the hill towards turn 20 for the Aston Martin. Down towards the line. DRS, he slipped it and that's it. Deadly will start from the back of this grid. Oh, really unfortunate of him. Senjo just coming round as well. He's just on an outlap. Here comes Isaac as well, coming through sector 3 up towards turn 20 for the other Aston Martin driver as he sees his teammate slip out. He still goes P13 though, and Isaac does improve but stays P2. Jack is out as well, so Deadly did get a lap time and it was a 1:42, but that put him in front of Tim Hill and Decky, who didn't set lap times. TTL Dennis also improving. Senjo coming through sector 1. Visions is down on his lap time as he goes down towards turn 12. Crippy and MCFC both hit the checkered flag. Nothing more they can do. Fear Jack Boy and Deadly, nothing more they can do as well. Oh wait, Deadly made the line. Deadly will get another chance and oh, he's over the curb. He's over the curb. Here comes Dennis, Senjo, and Visions is into the wall and out. Here comes Dennis to improve and into the 131s. What a lap time. Senjo is the only other driver that can take away this pole position away from Dennis, the Norwegian driver. We know he's got it in the tank, but Visions there crashing into the wall and losing his front wheel. The Red Bull of Senjo is flying. He's giving it everything here, but it'll take something special to beat that lap time of TTL Dennis. And out of turn 19, up towards 20. He's not going to beat him. He's down, yeah, and he just backs out. And pole position will go the way of Dennis here in the Circuit of the Americas. Ah, Senjo forgot to change his tyres. So there you have it here in Texas. It is TTL Dennis that starts on pole position by 7 tenths of a second. Isaac in the Aston Martin will start alongside him in P2. On the second row of the grid, it's Sendra in the Red Bull in P3 and Visions in the Williams alongside him in P4. On the third row of the grid, it's GTA Smithy in the Alfa Romeo in P5 and Ethan in the McLaren alongside him in P6. On the fourth row of the grid, it's Banana in the McLaren in P7 and MTFC in the Alfa Tauri in P8. On the fifth row of the grid, it's Crippy in the Red Bull in P9 and Jack Berry in the Ferrari in P10. Then we have CT, Jack, Deadly, Tamil and Decky. We have 3 Scottish drivers on the grid and 2 of them are in the top 7. So here we go for the Circuit of the Americas. Here for the Crossplay Division Round 6. Sponsored by Rock Solid Rigs. Ah, it's a safety car. Everybody just stay behind the safety car. Please, guys, do not crash. We will not restart. Just stay behind the safety car, please. And be careful. It's happened a couple of times, this. Tamil just needs to be careful as well. I think that's Deku's trying to let him through. But yeah, it seems to just be like a crossplay thing, but it happened the other day as well. When the start of the race takes too long, you can tell when the safety car is going to come out. But it's all right. We carry on. We get through it, and the race start. So everybody, just be careful. Just stay behind the safety car and just be careful. I need to put a rule in about the safety car if it does come out at the start. But I will sort that out for you guys. It's really disappointing as well because the race start is one of the best moments of the race. So it really frustrates me when the safety car comes out. But it seems to be, what I've noticed is when there's a driver or a couple of drivers with really bad connection problems, it delays the start and brings out the safety car. But I also think it's an EA issue as well, which I hope they sort out. So, at least the drivers can just save a bit of fuel, warm up the tyres, and we go again in a lap's time. So the race start will be under the safety car. Well done to the crossplay drivers as well. Really well done. Because there's been absolutely no issues under the safety car here as well. So well done. So one of the drivers has decided to pit. That is CTO8. Let's actually have a look at the tyres. So he's gone for the hards now and he's completed his pit strategy. That could be a very wise decision. Hopefully the safety car will go away at the end of this lap. And we can go racing here in America. So the safety car should be in either at the end of this lap, but definitely by the end of the next lap. But that means that DRS will not be enabled until lap 6. Remember, guys, if you want to join our Instagram, it's Formula 7 Racing League. Make sure you go and give us a follow on Instagram. And we do have Twitter as well, so if you want to give us a follow on Twitter, it is at Formula719. So that is at Formula719 if you want to follow all the driver news and everything like that. That is on Twitter and TikTok as well. We have nearly 14,000 followers. You can see all our race highlights and clips. That is at Formula 7 Racing on TikTok. So the safety car is in this lap and we are going to go racing again. So Dennis will lead the safety car restart. There we go. Dennis is off in the Mercedes, and the race has begun here in USA. So all down into turn 20. Remember, they can't cross the line. They can't overtake before the line. So down into turn 1 goes Dennis. He's already trying to get away from Isaac, and he's got a great head start here as they all dive into turn 1. Very close. The two McLarens right on the back of each other. You've got the Red Bull of Crippy there with Jack Perry behind him. Oh, that is Deadly, who's spun it again in the Aston Martin. That is Decky that goes through. MCFC is from Banana. Wow, look at that overtake. And the McLaren's gone deep. And here comes the Red Bull of Crippy as well. Banana just losing a few places. And from above, we see MCFC in the Alpha Tauri with a great overtake. That is Tim Hill getting through on Jack Boy in the Alpine. Getting swallowed up as well. GTA Smithy is through on Vision. Smithy is flying side by side out of turn 11 down towards turn 12. Who's got the straight line speed? Going down into 12. Here comes Ethan as well. Ethan's going to go for the double overtake down into turn 12. Smithy goes down the inside in the Alfa Romeo. The McLaren round the outside. And the McLaren of Ethan has made it a 2-for-1. And he's up to P4. Vision's down to P6, has lost 2 places as Smithy goes a little bit deep there. But what a move, what an overtake. Ethan now on the back of Senjo for podium positions. Vision's still chasing down Smithy, who looks absolutely rapid here in USA. Tim Hill is up 4 places as well. Ethan is out of that DRS range. Can he get back in it? He needs to stay there if he wants to stay on this DRS train. Isaac is staying with Dennis. Banana is already 2.5 behind Vision, so MCFC will have that DRS. So Banana did get back through MCFC. That is Jackboy and CT. The Alpine goes deep, and CT with the old switcheroo in the Mercedes, and he's through and back up to P12. Oh, Jack Perry with that 3-second time penalty. Here comes the Alpine as well as Jack. Right on the back of that Mercedes as they go through Sector 1. Styled from Maggots and Beckett in Silverstone. And the Alpine going a little bit deep there as he chases down CT08 in that Mercedes. Tim Hill is right on the back of Crippy as well as they go in towards turn 11. And down the DRS straight. No DRS just yet, but into the slipstream goes Tim Hill. He is closing the gap. Here comes Tim Hill on Crippy. Can he make a move? He goes to the right and he's going down the inside of the Red Bull. The Haas and the Red Bull go wheel to wheel. What a move from Tim Hill. Beautiful overtake. Can Crippy respond? Isaac is right on the back of Dennis now as well. When he has DRS, this is going to be one hell of a battle. Dennis just maybe struggling a little bit. Let's have a look at tyres. So yeah, Dennis is on the hard tyres. So Isaac is on the faster tyre compound. So he needs to make them moves ASAP. GTA Smithy on them softs. So no wonder he was swallowing up them drivers in front. Crippy is back through on Tim Hill. And Tim Hill trying to come back. And there's 2 drivers still squabbling through turn 1. Great battle here between Crippy and Tim Hill. Through sector 1 they go. Such an amazing aerial shot that. Remember, DRS is now active this lap. Tim Hill is really close to the back of Crippy, but Crippy will have DRS. Here comes Isaac with that DRS. It is so strong around the circuit. Here in Texas, into the slipstream, goes to the right. Dennis trying to push in the long way round as they go wheel to wheel. The Mercedes in the Aston Martin, and here comes the Red Bull Ascendro as well to join the action. And this is for the race lead. Crippy is through on MCFC. He had that DRS, and now he's got that gap between Tim Hill. Tim Hill will try and get through the Alpha Tauri as quick as possible. He doesn't want to lose sight of Crippy. Sees an opening, Tim Hill. And then down the inside of the Alpha Tauri. What a move again. That is the second amazing move in 5 laps from Tim Hill in the Haas. What an overtake. Here comes Sendro on the back of Isaac. Remember, these will be locked in that DRS now. Dennis will have to fend them off. I think they'll wait for the straight at this point. Here comes Jack Perry on MCFC. Is he going to go down the inside into turn 1? The Ferrari is going to go down the inside, and this is beautiful racing from a lot of the drivers. And look at this from Deadly and CT08. Oh, and they nearly come together, the Aston Martin and the Mercedes. Wheel to wheel through Sector 1 they go. Jack Boy with that 3-second time penalty. I'm just going to do a quick sound check, guys. Make sure that you guys can hear the game voice. Yeah, let me know, Alvaro. If the game volume's too loud or anything, just let me know, please. So that is Dennis and Isaac still squabbling for position. This is Isaac down the inside, and the Aston Martin of Isaac has taken the lead, but Dennis in the Mercedes is going to come back. Dennis, Isaac, Dennis, the Aston, Mercedes, Aston here in USA. Down towards turn 19 they go. Dennis back in front, and the Belgian beats off Isaac. Once again, visions on the back of GTA Smithy. Remember, Smithy on them soft compound tyres. What's going on, Red? So MTFC on the back of Tamil. Tamil has been incredible, but he's already got that time penalty. And there goes Visions. GTA Smithy on them soft compound tyres. They do not last long around the circuit of the Americas. Deadly with that 5 seconds and retires. Goes into the pit lane and retires. So Deadly, not a great race from him. Just didn't have it in the bank today. He's not showing great sportsmanship lately. Deadly, unfortunately. So look at these. Ethan has joined the attack now. These are locked in a DRS train for the race lead. Look how close they are. Not even a second separate the top 4. And down the DRS, and Isaac's going to have another opportunity to retake the race lead. Here comes Isaac into the slipstream. He goes with the Aston Martin into the Mercedes. Down into turn 12. And the Aston Martin will have the inside line, but like he did before Dennis, he was given the space. And this is magnificent. The Mercedes down the inside of turn 17 and 18. The Aston Martin has got the outside line. This is fantastic. The Aston Martin will continue to stay in the lead, but Dennis will just not let go. Dennis right onto the back of the Aston Martin. And this is phenomenal. Down towards turn 19 and 20. The Mercedes will try and go round the outside. Oh, and he just stays on as well. Up the hill towards turn 20. The Mercedes of Dennis trying to retake the lead. The DRS enabled. He will have that DRS on the back of the Aston Martin. Down towards turn 1. Or up the hill they go. All 4 drivers. Sendro as well joining the action in that Red Bull. The Aston Martin goes wide. And for the first time this evening, the Aston Martin is out of P2. And he might even get rid of that podium if the McLaren has anything to say. Through Sector 1 they go. Hey Alvaro. So yesterday I was in Manchester City Centre and I was doing a TV installation for somebody, for a guy. And he sounded just like you when you talk. Exactly like you do. I thought it was genuinely you. He sounded exactly like you. And I turned around to him and said, "Are you Portuguese?" And he said, "How do you know?" And I said, "Because my friend sounds just like you, and he's from Porto." And the guy said to me, "Oh, I'm from Porto." I said, "Yeah, I've got two friends, Alvaro and Sergio, are both from Porto, but one of them doesn't support Porto." He was disgusted. Sendro leads this race. Dennis, remember, on them hard compound tyres. Yeah, he was called something De Ferreira or something. He was a really, really nice guy. He just moved up from London to Manchester. It was pretty. He sounded exactly like you did, and I just said to him, "Are you Portuguese?" And he's like, "Yeah." Yeah, Alvaro, honestly, he could not believe that somebody from Porto supported Benfica. He couldn't believe it when I told him about Sergio. Dennis, Senjo. Dennis will have that DRS now, remember? Them hard compound tyres will start to kick in. 19 laps remaining. Down the DRS straight he goes. And the Mercedes of TTL Dennis will retake the race lead here in USA. Isaac is still there. These four are absolutely flying. But Dennis is doing really well on them hard tyres to stay in the position that he's in. Banana with that 3-second time penalty. Oh, a slight mistake from Ethan. And he's nearly losing that DRS. And Senjo got past Isaac as well. Senjo got through. He's now up to P2. The Aston Martin of Isaac, who's been doing really well, is having to settle back in for P3. Senjo will chase down Dennis. MTFC with that 3 seconds. Here comes Senjo on Dennis, and he just backs out. I think he's going to wait for the straight. What? Oh, Alvaro, did you have your dog put down? Oh no! Oh, he had an injection slipstream. Oh bloody hell! I thought he'd had. Oh, Jesus, I was gonna say I'm really sorry. Oh, at least he's okay. I love dogs. So Dennis, Senjo did get through. Senjo is now leading this Grand Prix. 18 laps to go. There is Jack Perry on the back of MTFC as well. Here comes Jack Perry in the Ferrari on the back of the Alpha Tauri down towards turn 12 as well. And look how quick he's coming. And the Ferrari is up to P9. And as it stands, a big 2 points for Jack Perry in the Scuderia Ferrari. 18 laps to go. Not a single safety car. Only one DNF that was in the pit lane. And fantastic battling. GTA Smithy is on the back of Visions, and he's still doing well. 9 laps on them soft compound tyres is really good from the Alfa Romeo. Visions is just losing a little bit of time to the front four, though. That is Tamil from Banana. That is Jack Perry in the pits, and so is Banana, so they've gone for the undercut. Will the undercut work here in USA? Will it be strong enough? We're about to find out. Remember, guys, if you want to watch all of our content, you can watch it on TikTok at Formula 7 Racing. That is at Formula 7 Racing on TikTok. We have all our content on there, so go and give us a follow. Jack Perry, so gone for the undercut, so was Banana. I think the undercut will be really strong here. So Senjo is there, but here comes TTL Dennis once again, and once again they are going to swap places. Later on the brakes, oh, he nearly touches the Red Bull of Senjo there. That was really close, nearly clipped wheels. I'm hoping as well, guys, the screen freezes that we were having, I'm hoping they're not as bad and we don't get as many anymore, because I have plugged, I've got an Ethernet adapter. So it plugs into the computer because I didn't have an Ethernet port in there. So I've got an Ethernet adapter with a USB-C, and it's plugged in to a wired cable now. So I'm hoping it stops them really big screen freezes. I know there'll still be a little few here and a little few lags and stuff like that, but I'm hoping it stops that loads of big long screen freezes. I'm surprised GTA Smithy hasn't pitted, especially after doing 11 laps on the softs, but he's staying with Visions and he's in that DRS range, so he's on for a winner here because he will go on to fresh mediums at the end of this. Sendro, Isaac, Ethan and Visions will all have to go onto hards unless they make them last and go back onto softs, and Dennis is definitely going to go onto softs. So Crippy is pitted, so is CTO 8. And on to the mediums and the hards for Crippy. Where is Jack Perry? So Banana and Jack Perry are going to get another lap on this undercut. It could work if they are flying. Here comes Sendro on TTL Dennis and just thinks better of it. Could have done a Dennis and gone for it and dived. Visions is now nearly 5 seconds behind and he still has GTA Smithy on his tail, staying in that DRS range. With GTA Smithy, if he didn't have that DRS, I would say go for the undercut, but because he's got that DRS, he can make these softs last and stay with Visions and then go for the mediums later on. I mean, GTA Smithy is only 6 seconds off the podiums here. If he goes for the undercut and goes onto the hards or the mediums, I think he could be very close to a podium position here if he goes for the undercut. So we'll see. Sendro on the back of Dennis. Remember, guys, you can follow our Instagram as well. That is at Formula 7 Racing League. That is at Formula 7 Racing League on Instagram. Oh, Dennis got a bit of a gap there as they go down towards turn 11. In fact, Dennis is nearly out of the DRS range. His hard tyres are going to start coming into play now, especially against the medium runners. Ethan is on the back of Isaac. And I tell you what, Ethan's got a good chance here. Isaac running really low on that battery, but he's pushing him round the outside. Ethan's going to have to go the long way about it. The McLaren on the outside of the Aston Martin, and they go wheel to wheel, but the McLaren will have the inside line now, and Ethan is up into the podium places. But here comes Isaac, right back at him, the Aston Martin. The McLaren back down the inside. They've switched places once again. The McLaren with a stunning move there into turn 16. Isaac round 17 and 18 they go, and will slot back in behind the McLaren, and into the podiums goes Ethan. Sendro and TTL Dennis, and they both pit. They both pit at the same time. Dennis is going to be on the faster mediums though. Sendro on the hards. Ethan and Visions. Sorry, Ethan and Isaac has stayed out. Visions has gone into the pit lane as well. And GTA Smithy, who was on the softs, has stayed out. I really think that's a bad decision. But we shall see. He's the one racing, and at the moment GTA Smithy is into the podiums. But for me, starting on the softs, and especially when the driver in front of you has pitted and you've lost that DRS, you've got to pit. 13 laps on the softs is what people do on the hards and the mediums. So Banana has come out 5 seconds behind Sendro. Sendro has dropped off Dennis here. Wow. So Dennis has managed to get nearly a 2-second gap to Sendro, which I did not expect. Where did Visions come out? The drivers that just pitted, there's been quite a big mix up there, and they've Sendro is thrown to mill, makes light work of it. But there's a bit of a gap here now. Isaac has lost the DRS to Ethan. Ethan is trying to take off. They've stayed out for an extra lap. I don't think that's going to benefit them at all. Surely they pit. Oh no, he's staying out. Maybe he's going for the softs. Isaac has pitted. Isaac has pitted. Does he go for the softs? We're about to find out. But Ethan has stayed out. GTA Smithy is finally in. Not been a single safety car, a single DNF. So No, onto the hards. Onto the hards for Isaac. So Ethan must be going for the softs. GTA Smithy got to go for the mediums. Absolutely does. So where is Isaac and Dennis going to come out towards... where is Visions? Is Visions going to jump Isaac? No, he's not. He has caught up to him. Oh, and there goes Visions on the inside of FZFC. And the Williams on the Alpha Tauri. And Visions is through. So Ethan is 12 seconds clear of Dennis, but Ethan still needs to pit. So 13 laps to go. Crippy on the back of CT08 as well. Dennis is catching up to Ethan with every corner. Here comes Ethan into the pit lane. He finally comes into the pits, Ethan. Does he go for the softs? He does go for the softs. There goes Ethan. Dennis setting the fastest lap of this race. Senjo is 3 seconds behind him now. Timil is finally in as well to probably go onto them softs. So Timil onto the softs. Ethan onto the softs as well. Jack Boy with that time penalty. GTA Smithy on their fresh mediums to the end of this race. But where does he come out compared to Visions? So GTA Smithy is around 4 seconds behind Visions after being in that DRS range, but staying out for that 1 lap extra. Isaac is right on the back of Ethan as well, but remember Ethan is on them fresh, soft tyres. So wow, Ethan has managed to overcut Isaac and be on the fresher tyre. That is incredible. What a strategy for Ethan. Isaac must have got held up in traffic, so a really bad pit stop for the Aston Martin team. Ethan is in prime position for a brilliant podium now. TTL Dennis leads by 3.3 seconds, but Senjo's tyres will be better come the end of this race. Visions on the back of Banana as well. Timil on the back of Jack Perry, and CT08 on the back of Crippy, who did get through the Red Bull driver. Isaac really needs to stay with Ethan, but it's going to be very hard on hard compound tyres. Yeah, Jack, if you're lagging, mate, go into the pits and retire. It's absolutely fine, mate. I'm just having a look if your car's lagging or anything. It doesn't seem it, but if it's lagging on your screen, mate, yeah, chuck it in the pits. Oh, look at that. Ethan has escaped the DRS of Isaac. Isaac did get the DRS, but he's already 1.2 behind now. Visions is on the back of Banana, and there goes Visions round the outside into turn 1. The McLaren and the Williams side by side, and the Williams on them fresher, harder tyres is through and up to P5, and the chase is on. GTA Smithy is also chasing down Banana, who went for a bigger undercut than the rest of the grid. So the only driver on the grid to be on the softs now is Ethan, which I think is a great strategy to be on, with 11 laps to go. Two seconds, guys. I'm just going to grab a drink. So what a battle we've had here. Oh, safety car. I didn't see it. I was getting a drink. Jack Perry and Fade. I think it was Jack Perry because Fade Jack Boy retired in the pit lane. Decky is off the track in the Alfa Romeo. That is a safety car. And that really does mix things up here in the Circuit of the Americas. Wow. So that really has mixed it up. Tim Hill pits, MCFC pits, Crippy pits, CTO8 pits. Do any of the front runners pit? GTA Smithy, remember he's already pitted. Fresh mediums. But wow, does this bring Ethan into play for the race win on them fresh softs. Decky has retired as well. Oh, really struggling there, Decky. So the safety car. Wow, what does Dennis and Senjo do here? They're in a bit of a predicament. Oh, that was a screw. That was a freeze screen. A freeze screen. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, there's a few of them. I don't know if it's... Oh. Oh, I think it was me. I think it's something to do with the capture card. I think I'll have to get a new capture card. Because when I moved the capture card, it froze. So every single driver has pitted. Isaac, yeah, all going on to fresh soft. GTA Smithy has stayed out. GTA Smithy on the mediums has stayed out. And he's going to come out in front of Senjo. GTA Smithy is up to P2. This has been a brilliant drive. A brilliant drive. Finally, we have a safety car. And we've only actually had one DNF, I think. The others have retired in the pits. Remember guys, if you do want to join Formula 7 Racing, it is !Discord in the chat. We do everything, bronze, silver and gold on a Sunday, 10 AM, 12:30 PM and 7 PM. We have Fantasy F7 on Mondays. Your team, your logo, your livery, your Formula 1 team. Tuesdays is Crossplay. That's what you're watching now. So anything from Xbox, PC to your Sega, you can race here on F1. And then Realistic on a Wednesday. That is 6 PM. That is F2. And then straight into F1 from 7:30. That is team principles, driver salaries, team budgets, and driver academies. And that's every single Wednesday. And then you get Thursday and Friday off. And then back to it on the Saturday, because we now have Formula 7 podcasts. Special guests every week, most weeks. But I do want to concentrate a lot as well on getting Formula 7 drivers into the podcast and not just outsourcing and getting people like last week. Like we had Paddy Pat, which was amazing. This week we've got Andy Moore. Next week we're looking at already getting somebody in, but I also want to concentrate on getting F7 drivers into the podcast and giving them an opportunity to do it, because you know at the end of the day, for me, F7 wouldn't be F7 without the drivers. So I want to give them a chance as well. It's not just about getting big names in. It's about also having a bit of a chill, relax, doing a podcast and speaking to you guys as well. You know, giving you guys an opportunity to talk. So yeah, that is everything we do. So everybody is pitted except GTA Smith, who's on 5-lap all mediums, but he is in P2 at the moment. So can he hold on to that? We will have 8 laps of racing. He's going really, really slow here, Dennis. Really slow. And off he goes. Just backed up the pack and then went for it. So TTL Dennis with the safety car restart here in the Circuit of the Americas. Oh, Senjo with a 3-second time penalty. That really helps GTA Smithy. Here comes Senjo down towards turn 1. Up the hill they go. But the inside line is owned by GTA Smithy. Red Bull of Senjo does have them soft compound tyres and have more grip. And Smithy will go into P3. Ethan, who pitted for them softs and was in a great position, now is on an even keel to everybody else. Isaac is also there. Isaac's been brought right back into play. And GTA Smithy is being swallowed up here in Texas. And through goes Ethan down towards turn 11. The Alfa Romeo coming back down the inside. Clatters into the McLaren. Here comes the Aston Martin and the McLaren's off. The McLaren spun it. And into the Alfa Romeo goes Ethan. And I don't want to comment on any incidents because I'm sick of doing that. But that looked like a big collision and a big problem for the Alfa Romeo after diving down the inside of the McLaren and hitting him and spinning him. But that means Isaac is into the podiums, but he needs to stay within 3 seconds of Senjo to take that P2 away. So Isaac Vision's getting through on GTA Smithy as well, the Williams driver on the Alfa Romeo. Here comes the Alpha Tauri and the Mercedes as well. The Mercedes of CT08 trying to make a move down towards turn 19. And the opinion from what my perspective looked like, it was a late move from the Alfa Romeo, hit the McLaren and spun him, unfortunately, but we still have to see the point of views and obviously get that in there. So I'm not going to accuse him of being in the wrong. That's just the opinion of what I saw, that's all. Banana. Tim Hill is through on MCFC. Tim Hill with another great move. He is throwing that Haas car around today, isn't he? Brilliant stuff. 6 laps remaining. I don't want to accuse anybody, Harvey, but I do have an opinion on the incident. But that's not saying he's definitely in the wrong. It's just my opinion of what I've seen, but it's not facts and it's not the incident. You know, it's just an opinion of what I saw that I'm commenting on, not the actual facts. If you know what I mean. Tamil, here comes MCFC, side by side with Tamil. The Haas and the Alpha Tauri going wheel to wheel down towards turn 11. Tamil with that straight line speed into the slipstream of the Alfa Romeo. And the Alpha Tauri back down the inside of the Haas. And the Mercedes of CT08 is just watching on. Visions is on the back as well. Here comes Tamil once again. And the Alpha Tauri and the Haas continue to squabble down the inside. Oh, he nearly took out the Alfa Romeo. And the AlphaTauri just switches back through. And Tamil is back down to P8. Isaac is right on the back of Visions. Goes out wide. The Aston Martin and the Williams. The DRS is now enabled once again here in Kota. Tamil back side by side with that AlphaTauri. Who's going to be the late of the breakers? And that is the Mercedes with the cheeky one as well. And back down the inside, the switcheroo from MCFC. What a move. And back on to the rear diffuser of that Haas he goes. Through Sector 1, based on Maggots and Beckett's. Banana on the back of Isaac as well. Wow, Banana's right back into this race on their mediums. Are their mediums starting to come into play? Senjo is in the DRS range of Dennis. Visions is 6 seconds behind them now. Banana on the back of Isaac. Here comes Senjo. Senjo to take the race lead here in USA. He does have a 3-second time penalty though. But Dennis going wheel to wheel with the Red Bull and the Mercedes. It's Hamilton Verstappen here in USA. It's Isaac through on Banana. It's McLaren on the Aston Martin. And Banana is through and up to P4. Can the Aston Martin respond? He absolutely does. Back down the inside. This has been some great racing here. TTL Dennis is now behind Senjo. Remember, Senjo's on them soft compound tyres, so he'll just try and take off now. Yeah, who was that went wide? Yeah, so 4 laps to go. And McLaren on the Aston Martin. There goes Dennis again. In towards turn 1. Not able to make the move. Here comes Banana on Isaac. And Banana in the McLaren has to go the long way around the outside, but he will have the speed. And he does, and Banana is back through on Isaac. Can Isaac come back down the inside? He does, and Isaac is back through, back up to P4. Look at this racing. And you've also got Tamil, GTA Smithy, MCFC and Crippy all right there as well. Here comes MCFC, just backs out on the Alfa Romeo. Thinks better of it. Look at this for driving. This is spectacular. So the AlphaTauri, the Alfa Romeo, the Red Bull and the Mercedes. And look at this. This is the McLaren of Banana once again on Isaac as they go down towards turn 12. And the Aston Martin and the McLaren wheel to wheel. The Aston Martin trying to go down the inside. They nearly touched. They go out wide. They go off the track. The McLaren is back on the Aston Martin. And they've lost a little bit of time to the drivers behind. We're on board with the Aston Martin. He goes nearly right into the back of the McLaren. Down towards turn 16. And the McLaren just losing the rears. Here comes the Aston Martin once again. Tim Hill's caught right up to him as well in the Haas. So he's trying to join the action now as he just watches them squabble ahead as they go in towards turn 19. Out wide goes the McLaren again. The Aston Martin down the inside into turn 20. The DRS is now enabled and they're all catching up. We have a huge DRS train from P4 down. And here comes McLaren and Banana. You got Tamil in the house as well. Tamil trying to look for a move. But it's the McLaren and Banana down the inside. The Aston Martin. Oh, and they go 3 wide. They've collided. Oh, 3 of them have collided. The McLaren's into the wall. The Aston Martin, the Haas. They've all collided here in the Circuit of the Americas. Banana with a penalty. Banana, Isaac, Tamil all go to the back of this grid. That leaves GTA Smithy in P4. And it leaves Visions on for an absolute podium here. He is 9 seconds off the front too. But he is on for a podium. Forza, where were you? Where were you? MTFC is through on Crippy. We've still got a great battle here. Still 4 drivers on for some big points. So TTL Dennis is starting to take off from Senjo on their mediums. For God's sake, Forza. To be honest, mate, I would have been watching the match. I weren't even supposed to be on commentary. I wanted to watch the football, have a few beers. It's my birthday tomorrow, but nope, we didn't have anybody for commentary, so I had no option. I can't leave drivers who were expecting to race without a race, so there you go. The Mercedes and the Aston Martin. Oh, and that's the AlphaTauri. Just, what's he doing there? Here comes the Mercedes, CT08, Isaac, MCFC. Oh, I had to reset my PlayStation, didn't I? Because the data got corrupt, so I had to reset my whole PlayStation. So, Isaac on the back of CT. Visions is losing a lot of time to the front too. To be honest, GTA Smithy is only 4.6 behind Visions, and he is on the mediums, but wherever he can get into the podium positions. Here comes Isaac on CT08. CT08 pushing him really wide off track. Wow. CT08 did not want to give him any room there. He was pushing him all the way over to the left. And Isaac giving it him right back though. Oh, that is CT that's just clattered into Isaac. So he's just pushed him wide down the straight towards turn 12 and then clattered into him. So Isaac and CT up towards turn 20 to go. And they're getting very close, very tasty now. 2 laps to go. That's Banana into the pit lane. But it's TTL Dennis that has been in a league of his own here in the Circuit of the Americas. Visions with a 3-second time penalty. That means GTA Smithy only needs to catch him by 1.8 seconds to get a podium. Oh, GTA Smithy gets a penalty. That means that Crippy is going to take that position away from him. Isaac is chasing down CT08. But he does have a penalty, the Mercedes driver. So, 1.5 laps to go. It's been an interesting race. But we've had some cracking racing, actually, to be fair. A bit of bad racing, but a lot of it good. CT08, and there goes Isaac, goes for the outside line. Seen what he did last lap and went for a different route there, and the Mercedes just hits the back of him, nearly spins him again. So we are about to enter the last lap. There goes Dennis to enter the final lap here in USA. GTA Smithy is actually catching Visions as well, so had he not have got that 3 seconds, he could have potentially got that podium. Oh, the Aston Martin's made a mistake, and CT08 is trying to catch him in towards turn 20. They go, and he gets a better entrance and exit. But the straight line speed of Isaac, DRS enabled. Here comes the Mercedes on the Aston Martin up the hill towards turn 1. And the Mercedes does the old switcheroo, but Isaac managing to keep him behind. CT08 on the mediums will definitely be faster now. Oh, and he's clattered into Isaac again. Oh, and he's spun him. He's clapped his front wheel, and Isaac has spun, and into the wall he goes. It was inevitable. It was inevitable. But Crippy is going to take P4 off Smithy. But here comes Dennis coming through sector 3 now. He's had a cracking race. I don't know if he's got the fastest lap, but this could be a grand slam for Dennis. I don't know if he's led every lap actually, but it doesn't matter. I know you have to lead every lap, but we'll take fastest lap, pole position and race win. But here comes Dennis, the Belgian driver, with a dominant performance to win here in the Circuit of the Americas. Senjo comes through to take second. And Visions in the Williams is going to come through to take a podium and take P3. GTA Smithy is going to take P4, but he's going to lose it to Crippy, who's going to take that P4 away from him. And GTA Smithy will finish in at P5, CTO8 in at P6. MCFC is going to come through in P7. A lot of penalties as well, actually. Can't see them now. But it wasn't a bad race. A few issues there. A little bit of driving that is questionable. But there was a lot of really good overtaking. I have to say, I thought Tim Hill was brilliant, actually. The battle in between Dennis, Senjo, Visions, everybody was fantastic as well. Isaac has not finished in the points. He was guaranteed a point, and he would have got 2 points. But he's just crashed it at the finish line, so he will get 0 points for the race, which is really unfortunate, considering he was guaranteed 2 points. Isaac had wing damage. Tim Hill, I feel for you, mate. Isaac, we did see CTO8 with you, mate. Alright, guys, I'm going to skip the interviews because I want to get to watch England. I weren't even supposed to be on commentary. I want to get to watch the England match. Plus, it's my birthday tomorrow, guys. So, we will skip the interviews. But let me just go through. So, what a performance. TTL Dennis takes the race win here in Texas for the Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix. Senjo takes P2 in the Red Bull with the fastest lap. And Visions in the Williams takes P3 and gets a podium. Crippy in P4. GTA Smithy in P5. CTO8 in P6. EKG MCFC in P7, Banana in P8, Tim Hill in P9, and everybody else DNF'd, which was really unfortunate. Yeah, probably not Harvey, but I just want to watch the match and have a few beers, just with it being my birthday tomorrow. So yeah, that is it. We will be back tomorrow for Realistic. Remember, F2 starts at 6 o'clock. Then we have the F1 at 7:30. That is team principles, driver salaries, and team budgets. And driver academies as well. Make sure you all tune in for that, because it's going to be an incredible one. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Yeah, make sure you all tune in for that. Remember, guys, make sure you follow our socials. TikTok at Formula 7 Racing. Instagram at Formula 7 Racing League, and Twitter at Formula 719. Make sure you follow all our socials. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, GTA Smithy. I really appreciate that, mate. But yeah, cracking racing, guys. Really good to watch. Some of the racing was unbelievable. Them overtakes, them battling, fantastic. It was really good to watch. But yeah, thanks, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Well, actually, I won't be.